What's up? It's Movie Geek Griff here. Here to do my mini review. It might be long because this is a hot button issue. Netflix's Marvel's Iron Rand. Iron Rand. Iron Rand? I combined his real name and his superhero name. What the? Marvel's Netflix's The Iron Fist, aka Danny Rand. Wow. What did I say? Iron Rand. Anyway, so this is a hot potato issue. How some people didn't like it because Danny Rand wasn't white. That's been the big issue. Well, I'm here to tell you, see, I'm not the most, see, I'm a grown up and I have a job and I have 3 kids and I was in school and I'm in the military, etc., etc. So I am not up on my comics as much as I used to be. However, I knew Danny Rand was white. So one more time for the people in the back row, up in the bleachers, up in the nosebleeds, for Movie Geek Griff's sake. And I've done this in multiple statuses and threads and posts on Facebook, and some people just don't seem to get it. Reading is fundamental. It really is. So let's try this again. Danny Rand being white is not the effing issue. It's not. I know Danny Rand's white. I know it! It has nothing to do with my primary concern for the Iron Fist. Once again, excuse me, sorry. For those in the back, Danny Rand being white is not the damn issue for me. Okay? All right? Okay. Now, I did an episode by episode, blow by blow. So let's just run through these right quick. Episode 1. Iron Fist episode 1. Lame. What's with all the rap music playing? More appropriation. Cultural appropriation. Let's see. Is there a whitewashing term being thrown around? Iron Fist isn't whitewashing. His original character was a billionaire white guy. I know that. It's not whitewashing. It's a lot of cultural appropriation going on. A lot of stuff you're like, why is this in here? Why is, like, if it was RZA or Wu-Tang or somebody like that, or doing the rap music and kung fu karate, there is a connection there, but it's usually not exemplified by white people listening. And yes, I know they listen to it now, but like, I don't know if in conjunction with karate, there's a lot of white people bumping, rap music. That's a whole kind of New York, East Coast, Shaolin, all those people up there in, Bronx, BK, Wu-Tang, like I said, that's a Wu-Tang thing. So I don't know why he was listening to it. The whole series started off with Outkast is so fresh and so clean, and I'm like, what? It felt like pandering to me. It felt like pandering. They're trying to get it. They already know there's a lot of kind of cultural white, and again, it wasn't whitewashing, but that was some of the terms thrown out there. A lot of baggage behind Iron Fist, so they put rap music in there to pander and placate and trying to assuage and kind of like, hey, black people, it's okay to watch Iron Fist. We got rap music in it. Why? Anyway, it's like when a white dude pulls up to you at the stoplight and he's blasting rap music and you kind of listen at you like, yeah, I'm cool, right? Listen to me. Look at me. I'm listening to rap music. What's up? And I'm just like, okay, nice. That's the feeling I had in that first episode and throughout the series when Danny, as a 10-year-old on his iPod, had all this rap music on it. So. Episode 2. Still lame. More of the same. A lot of continuity issues, and his fight scenes aren't believable. Continuity. I think when he went up into the office, he had his book bag on, and then he was trying to talk to Trinity from the Matrix, and like, no, not Trinity. Was it Trinity? Not Trinity. His sister. Not his sister. The sister of the siblings. whatever her name was, Meacham, Joy Meacham, and like when he was trying to talk to her, and like he put his book bag down, and then he had the book, and the security threw him out, and then he had he had the bag later again in some later episodes. I'm like, didn't he leave it in the office? He took it off, and he was thrown out. He didn't have time to pick it back up. So there's a lot of continuity issues like that. Sorry, recovering from a cold. Not even recovering. I'm still in it. Episode 3. There was a slight uptick in the goodness, but barely. And the episode was like 45 minutes, 50 minutes long. So I'm just reading my little tweets, not tweets, my statuses that I put out. Having a boring 45 minutes and a cool last 3 minutes of, oh, snap, look at that effect, or that big reveal, the big twist, and like, oh, snap. You can't have 45 minutes of crap and boredom and then in the last 3 minutes be like, bow, 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 bow. Wasn't that episode awesome? No, because more than half of it sucked. So no. Episode 4. I know I wasn't. Oh, there was a hallway fight there. And I was like, I know that wasn't the awesome hallway fight scene of the series. Because, I can't remember, Jessica Jones there was one. But I know there was one in Coach Daredevils and there was one in Luke Cage when he had that, when he broke into that place and had the car door. I don't remember a good hallway fight scene in Jessica Jones. But up until Iron Fist, Jessica Jones was my last, like, out of the 4, Jessica Jones was last. But now, Iron Fist is last. Jessica Jones has leapfrogged Iron Fist, which I didn't think was possible. But, excuse me, usually the Marvel episodes are known for cool-ass hallway fight scenes. And there was one in episode 3, and I was like, I hope that wasn't it, because that would suck. That's 4. 5. It's slowly revving that engine up. The series starts slow, and I know some of the others do too. But Iron Fist never got any traction. It never kept, got its footing and powered through. Episode 5 is slowly revving that engine, but damn, it's slow. The Asian girl, Colleen Wing, is more interesting than Danny Rand, and she was more interesting and more awesome and more cool and more convincing as a martial artist than Danny Rand or Finn Jones, the actor, who was horrible. Yeah, she was awesome. Colin Wing was awesome. Iron Fist episode 6. It's backsliding back into BS again. His Kunlun hand challenge fights were so anticlimactic. When he had to go fight those 3 people, Madame Gao said, you got to fight these 3 people and then we'll give you the girl. And that, like, well, them 3 fights were like lame. Like, the bad guys were good, but his fighting with them he was just so unconvincing as a martial artist, period. Nothing to do with being white. Finn Jones was unconvincing. He had no charisma. He has no star presence. He has no gravitas. He had no nothing. He was just bland. The protagonist actor, Finn Jones, was a bland ass dude. Bland. And them 3 fights, which should have been awesome, were not. Episode 7. So the show has 2 arcs. Danny, Gao, and the girl. Colleen Wing, I think I was referring to. And then the company, the Rand Company, and the Meacham siblings. Both stories bore me. They did. I mean, the Meachams and all they family trials and tribulations, it was stupid. The dad acting all dingy and dingbat and kooky, talking to himself and abusing the little dude. The little sniveling little assistant he had. What was the purpose of him? People had no purpose. And then he was just like walking around. I can come back alive, and I'm acting weird, and I'm wandering around, and I'm talking to myself, and oh my god, the dude who played Ward Meacham, he was so much cooler. He was in Banshee as this tatted up neo-Nazi who became a cop, and he was fierce, dude. He was awesome. And in this, he was just a little punk. And Joy, she was in the girl who played Joy. She was in The Following with Kevin Bacon. She just wallpaper. But like the whole Meacham subplot was like, it was just too much. They focused on it too much. Episode 8. Oh my god, you can't waste 50 minutes of my time and then try to save face in the last few seconds of the episode. I forgot what happened in episode 8, but it was boring. And then in the last, I don't know if that's when he broke out of the mental institute and busted the wall down. I don't know what happened in that, but somehow in the last few seconds it must have been awesome, but the whole rest of the episode sucked. So that was a trend, a pattern with Iron Fist. Episode 9, They're Killing Me, Smalls. The Meacham Dad and his shenanigans are half-assed distraction. The show has no chi. Episode 10, everybody on the show fights better than the main dude, Danny Rand, Finn Jones. Everyone fought better than him. Sad. And that second hallway fight was garbage too. So this series had no good hallway scene fight like all the other series did. Episode 11, Complete Waste. Nothing compelling happened in this episode at all. This show is ocular NyQuil for my brain. I'm just watching it like, is something gonna happen? Episode 11, the rain fight between Colleen Wing and Davos. Or who? Yeah, was it Davos? Whoever to do it. Davos was awesome too. But the whole ring fight scene in the park, awesome. One of the best fights of the whole series. Didn't involve Danny Rand at all. Danny Rand is the weakest link of Iron Fist. Episode 13, the season finale. The critics were overwhelmingly right. This is the worst Marvel Netflix property ever. I would call it Wooden Fist, not Iron. Iron Fist gets 1 star out of 5, 4 out of 10 overall. 4 out of 10 in general, and an overall grade of D-. And it has nothing to do with Danny Rand being white. Nothing. And after the crappiness that was Iron Fist, they couldn't even give us a teaser, another teaser, or a mini trailer for the Defenders. Really? That might have could have saved something. Final analysis for Iron Fist. It was horrible. Terrible and horrible combined. A video and written review will be forthcoming. That's this. So yeah, I hated the Iron Fist. It was horrible. It was terrible. Marvel dropped the ball. Netflix dropped the ball. Do not go watch it. Do not waste your time. And it was not because Danny Rand was white. We've Geek Griff. This is extended really long. I'm sorry, but I had to really lambast and eviscerate Iron Fist. And I had to give you specific reasons why, of which none of them had to do with Danny Rand being white. Thank you.